Committee Against Corruption, PACAC, Itse Sage, gave the warning because of the plane's history of deadly crashes. Speaking with newsmen in Abuja recently, Sage said the immediate past and present ministers of aviation unfortunately carried on with a plane that had been grounded in several countries. He therefore suggested to the current Minister of Aviation, Festus Keyamo, to, in the interest of common good, stop the purchase and import of the airplane whose common problems were yet to be resolved. In the meantime, a former spokesman for the presidency, Femi Adesina, wants Nigerians to believe in Bola Tinubu government. Speaking recently at a book launch in Lagos, the spokesman to former President Muhammadu Buhari assured Nigerians that President Tinubu would get it right with time. He asked that Nigerians support the president to make the country better. In a different update, the army personnel killed in Okwama community area of Delta State will be laid to rest tomorrow. The burial ceremony, scheduled for 3 p.m. March 27, will take place at the National Cemetery in Abuja. President Bola Tinubu, army chiefs and other top government functionaries are expected to be in attendance. Recall that the disemboweled bodies of 17 army personnel, including 4 officers, were recovered on March 16 in Okwama community area of Ugali, South Local Government of Delta State. Elsewhere, reports say the 36th state chairman of the People's Democratic Party, PDP, are meeting with the National Working Committee in Abuja. The stakeholders meeting, which is chaired by acting national chairman Umar Damagum, is to discuss the party's preparation for coming national events. Recall that the party last year had directed all party members with pending intra-party litigation to withdraw their cases. Still up in this bulletin, Ondo APC loses top governorship aspirant.
You're listening to Drive Time News on Adamimogo 105.1 FM, IBADAN.
Welcome back. For inquiries, breaking news and more, please call or text our news desk on 0703 496 1615. And now with the rest of the news. On the home front, the People's Democratic Party, PDP, says the challenges faced by local governments is one created by the Nigerian Constitution. A youth leader of the party, Michael Ogunshino, held this view today on Adamimogo political program, Oshelu Bodi. According to him, the current constitution hinders the functionality of the local government and only political stability can make council administration in Nigeria effective.
Our people are blaming the wrong persons. And if truly we are very sincere or concerned or bothered that about the happenings in our local governments, the unfortunate happening in the local government, and we want that quite more to change, there's a need for us to also impress on our lawmakers to really look into the laws that created the local government and do a reform, a review, and eventually a reform of these laws so that we can get optimal functionality from our local government.
In a separate view, another guest on the program, Femi Adebisi, advocated financial autonomy to help local government thrive.
Yeah, to achieve, a more functioning local government system in Nigeria, we need to revert to the 1977 local government reforms. That's during the time of Obasanjo. Wherein, in the true sense of it, the local government happened to be, financially autonomous. Because one, if the Constitution says that you are politically autonomous, then and you are not financially autonomous, it means that yes, you are tied to a particular forces that will prevent you because money does everything. Yeah, to achieve, a more functioning local government system.
Both guests admonished Oyo indigents to show up for the April 27 elections and give it the attention it deserves. In Ondo State, the All Progressives Congress has been thrown into mourning after the party reportedly lost one of its aspirants, Dr. Paul Akintelure. Akintelure, who was one of the aspirants for APC April 25 primary elections in the state, was said to have passed on in Lagos in the early hours of today after a brief illness. In a condolence message issued by the publicity secretary of the party, Alex Kalejaye, the deceased was described as a gladiator whose fountain of knowledge would be sorely missed. The late Akintelure was from Igbotako area of Ondo State, a renowned political juggernaut and a member of the National Medical Association. In Edo State, a party chairman who was kidnapped 11 days ago in the GRA area of the state capital, Benin, has regained his freedom. The chairman of the People's Democratic Party in the state, Dr. Tony Azegbemi, was kidnapped on March 15 and released earlier today. His release was confirmed by Senator Odion Ugbesia, but there were no specifics on whether the 500 million ransom demanded from him was paid. In Niger State, 9 out of 50 persons that were abducted last week in Rafi local government area of the state have been killed. A district head in the community, Issa Madaka, who confirmed this, also revealed that 22 persons were killed in the attack which happened on Thursday. 30 among those confirmed killed have been buried, and their killers are yet to demand a ransom for those remaining in their custody. And that is Drive Time News on Adamimogo 105.1 FM. Before you go, here are the top stories. It was in this bulletin that the European Union has reportedly offered 2 energy projects worth €9 million to the Nigerian government. The project is expected to provide clean and affordable energy when fully on stream. Also, you heard President Bola Tinubu will join top army chiefs tomorrow at the National Cemetery in Abuja to bury 17 of its personnel that were killed in Okwama community area of Delta State over a week ago. And the All Progressives Congress APC has lost one of its governorship aspirants, Dr. Paul Akintelure. He died in Lagos in the early hours of today. Thanks for listening to Drive Time News as edited by Fortune Omoshola. I am Dimmachukwu Ndubuisi. Good afternoon.
Adamimogo 105.1 FM, the voice of the light. Adamimogo FM, where urban vibes meet cutting-edge news and entertainment. I say nobody